Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today. Yeah, I'm gonna clean it up to have a look at this wonderful Gamegenic Lair 600 plus card box. That's a mouthful, and I need to breathe. So, folks, today we're not gonna look at a couple of cards I bought. That's normally random by Tuesday, looking at cards I recently purchased. But today we are gonna look at this wonderful Gamegenic deck box. And as you know, I'm a big Gamegenic fan. I made a video about the Gamegenic dungeon. You see here in the picture. I'm just gonna edit. I got 6 at the moment. But I also recently purchased a little bit different to the dungeon Gamegenic Lair 600 plus. It's a big name for a big box. It's a little more compact than the dungeon, and I really enjoy that. It has the magnetic flaps as well, and you can completely remove the lid, the same as the dungeon, so you can put it under the deck box and click it onto the sides. It isn't in your way, but next to just get out of the way, it can also function as a dice tray, and I really like that. So you always got your dice tray with you, and that comes in handy if you play Magic the Gathering, or if you play role-playing games or whatever, and you take along the box for accessories and whatnot, then the dice tray comes in handy. So I personally like that, and all the dice I normally take with me don't fall off the table anymore, and you can just throw them in the dice tray, and that's cool. In here there are a couple of things. I've been to Germany over the weekend, and I'm filming this before I filmed the video about opening packs for Pack Cracking Monday yesterday. So these packs are still closed, but I stored them in the Gamegenic Lair when I went home. And I wanted to show you. So don't mix up the timeline. That's something for Marvel. But yeah, I just put in everything here. A couple of sleeves, couple of booster packs I bought. Here on the left, there's actually a complete Jumpstart booster box. Sleeved, single sleeved, that is. And as you see, yeah, like the different decks, I just single sleeve them, put them all in. I take them along to Germany in this box, and yeah, we lay out the different decks on the table, and everybody is allowed to choose 2. So, or we just randomize. We yeah, just choose 2 randomly and then play. So that's pretty cool. I think that you can fit a whole Jumpstart booster box in here. Yeah, a couple of one. I had them double. So there are a couple of two decks actually, Jumpstart decks, that are still sealed. If you look at the side here, you got a couple of trays in here. Here I got some extra sleeves. It's always good to take along sleeves. And on the bottom here, in the tray, I got dice, but you can put in cards there as well, of course. I personally chose the, and on the other side, yeah, let me quickly finish this. There's a little bit of a bigger tray, and not a lot in here at the moment, but you can, yeah, put everything in here, like tokens or dice, or I think, I don't know if oversized cards fit, but might be the case. Otherwise, just throw in like game accessories, because I think it's not only a card game box. Personally, I put in everything here, and yeah, just take along the box whenever I go somewhere. The middle divider slides out, and there is a second, yeah, you see it here, which makes one second divider preset thingy. I don't know how it's called in English, but you get what I mean. And you can slide it in there to make one of the 2 compartments bigger than the other. But for me, the yeah, simple card department and having 2 of them makes more sense at the moment. You got it in 3 different colors. You got the blue one as well, and the red one, but as I have the gray Gamegenic dungeons, this one fits my dungeons the most. And if I go somewhere to play Magic, I normally take a black light, because it might be that I trade or buy something. I take my jeweler's loop, I put it in here. Yeah, you can't really see the black light. It's the middle of the day, but all good. I take my micro scale to weigh cards, which fits in here perfectly as well. And if I even sometimes I take different card games and I either put in the box if it fits, or I put in the cards, like Uno or something, which I normally take along as well. If I take a board game, I put in I don't know, whatever accessories I need, like a little expansion, some extra minis or whatever I put in here. So I think this one is very handy. In Germany I had my headphones in here because I didn't take anything else. I just took this box and I put in everything I took along in here. As you see, bought a couple of boosters, and again opened them for pack cracking Monday, which should have been live yesterday. So these boosters already might be open, but you can check out that video yesterday if you want to. What else? It's very sturdy. So even a heavy, I got this Anker. It's too much. This Anker power bank for my laptop or my phone, and it's very heavy. I think this thing is 600-700 grams, if not even more. But as the Gamegenic stuff normally is, it's very sturdy, and you can just put it in here, even a big power bank like this, which is awesome. So everything fits in here, not only game contents, but in general I just throw in everything I need to take along. And again, I threw this in the trunk like this. That's why it was a bit dusty in the beginning. I had to clean it up. Yeah, it's still a bit. But it's because of the magnetic locking system, it simply is perfect. It can shift around. It doesn't open. Cards are safe. Everything is fine. I think this thing is awesome. And where I normally use the dungeon to take along decks, which I still do if I only take along decks, I now use the lair to take along different stuff, like decks, accessories, whatever. Because in the dungeon you could of course you could put accessories in there as well, but it's more like 2 rows of decks. And here it's there's a little more flexibility to everything. Folks, I put in the another row of cards here, which I didn't take along to Germany, and I normally put in here to store just some cards for decks, cards that I might use for play. And I didn't need them this time because we only played the Jumpstart decks and a board game, so I took them out. And for the rest, I think the whole thing is pretty clear, folks. It's a bit on the expensive side. I paid $80 for it, and for the dungeons, which are even a little bigger in my opinion, but have a little less compartments and stuff, so I think the production is easier. For the dungeons I pay $50, and for this one I paid $80. I'd still like to get another one. I personally would have liked if they would have it is the same color more or less. It's called orange black, this one, but in general it looks like the gray Gamegenic Dungeons. I would have liked if they made it exactly the same color without the orange inside, because then it would fit my... It's a little darker. It's a little darker than the dungeon. Then it would fit my dungeons better, but it doesn't look that off on the shelf. I personally wouldn't buy the red or the blue one because I got the gray dungeons, and I'm more like a neutral color guy. Like, keep it neutral, and I don't know how long I will like the blue one or whatever. Very, very good deck box here, very versatile, very flexible in your use. I definitely would advise you to get it if you have the need for a heavy duty deck box that offers different possibilities. I would say have a great rest of the week, folks. I leave it to this. I hope you stay healthy and frosty. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for listening. And I talk to you next time, folks. Sorry, folks. My mind is all over the place today. I got some personal stuff going on today, so I'm not completely focused. But forgive me for that. If you're still around, then you know why. But in general, all is okay. And I talk to you next time. Bye, folks. Thanks.